I'm Marissa White.
Steve Higgs.
I'm Brett Owen.
And I'm his wife, Diane Owen.
Hi, I'm Michael Behrens.
Hi, I'm Gloria Martin.
James Zellhart.
Travis White.
Hi, I'm Scott Manette. I'm the youth minister here at Northwest. This video is about small groups.
Well, I love our small group there's a lot of reasons why, honestly, but it's one of those things where every once in a while, Wednesday's approaching and you're really not feeling like doing it. And then with our small group, every time we've done it and had everybody in, we've always been incredibly blessed by the conversation.
I think for me, just getting to know people in a lot deeper level and knowing their joys and their hurts and rejoicing with them in those and helping hold them up through the times of sorrow and pain and suffering and illness that they have is probably what I like the best about it.
I'm one of the younger people in my small group, and it allows me to get good advice and wisdom from some of the older people. It also allows me a forum to disagree with people and not feel like I'm being attacked because I don't agree with their opinions.
I enjoy interacting with the small group. They are mostly younger than I am, so they teach me things that I should know for my job, I guess, potentially. But no, I just like getting together with them on a weekly basis and catching up on life. And also, we tend to eat very well, which is a big bonus.
My small group experience is probably atypical of a small group. I consider the worship team my small group. We don't typically have a scheduled Bible study or a study of any sort, but what we do have is a cohesive group of regular people on the worship team who have committed to being there every Sunday and then every Wednesday night for practice.
You know, we've just been at Northwest about 2 years or a little over. So it was a great opportunity for us to get to know people more than just 5 or 10 minutes before services. It just allowed us to build a deeper relationship and get to know more people.
My favorite thing about our group would have to be the wide range of experience that we have in our group. And so you have people whose kids are raised, you have people that are still raising their kids that are in college, and because of that, it just offers a great range of expertise, a great range of encouragement from our group.
Some of my favorite things about our small group is that we get together every week, and then sometimes we get together extra and play some games and do things like that. We get together and help people sometimes with small projects, and I think those are all fun things that we do. I think probably one of my most favorite things about our small group is the sense of humor. We have some really unique personalities, and at any given time, anybody might break into a song that definitely would not be sung at worship, but might be from their teenage years or that type of thing. Oftentimes, one of our members will change the words or come up with a song on his own. And we often are going to YouTube because nobody can figure out who actually sang the song to start out with.
We get together once a week and we usually discuss the sermon series during that time. And then at other times we sometimes have game nights, we play board games. We occasionally hang out beyond that for disc golf or watching sports. And we also do some group project things to help around the church, or try to help around the church at least.
We take meals to people that we know might need a meal. We'll take in movies together.
Done some cookouts.
Yep, seen fireworks together.
Do things like the In Jesus Steps program together as a group.
And we hung the door hangers on the doors in the neighborhood.
We do things like game nights and service projects, but on a weekly basis what we do is we get together and we study God's Word and we just join in community as we learn about Christ.
Our group would be primarily a Bible study group. That's the main thing that we do. We get together every week. We do share meals together. We do spend time outside of group, but by and large most of our time is spent on Wednesday evenings together studying the Bible.
We discuss various topics that the churches and the people in general have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. and they were tough topics, and we had a lot of good discussion and came to a lot of good conclusions about certain things.
I've been in a small group almost the entirety of my adult life. I think it is really, really important for every person to be in some sort of group, that there's something about that midweek time with other believers, studying the Bible, that is just an encouragement to your heart and to your mind. And I wouldn't want to do life ever without a small group.
It's one of the things I kind of need in my life, is people to hold me accountable and to do life with me, and just stay in touch with me. Even when they move far away, we can still be close.
It has helped a lot to just get together, and then you have prayer concerns, and you're aware of what others need.
I just feel it's a way to grow spiritually as well as socially. Maybe someone will present something that you never quite thought of it in that terms, or you look at things a little differently, and I think it just allows you to grow and to maybe expand your knowledge and thinking.
It has helped me grow spiritually, again, related mostly probably to the ages of it, actually, because there's a lot of perspectives in there that are different from my own, which I need to hear. It's very easy for me to think that what I think is what everybody thinks. So hearing those other perspectives and ideas helps me to look at it in a different way. And also just being able to get together every week and talk about the sermon in more detail is good as well.
It's helped me grow spiritually because I do have a space where I can discuss my opinions on God's Word and hear other people's opinions and find out where my opinion's wrong and where I need more of His Word and wisdom in my life.
During the time that Silas was going through his last brain tumor, when I had to be away for a period of time and wasn't on the team for practice, sometimes I would be there on a Sunday morning and they'd say, "Get back in here." And I'd be able to jump right in and be able to be a part of the worship team, even though I wasn't able to be there during the week for practice. They've always asked pointed questions. They know the specifics about Silas's condition. They were asking about me too. They wanted to know how I was doing and what they could do to help me along that road too.
In our adult life, we've experienced highs and lows, and the people that have been there, in addition to our family, has always been our group. That we've gone into group and we've prayed together and we've asked for advice during different seasons. And our groups have always, whatever group we've been in, has always been just hugely beneficial in that way.
We still have it every week because we enjoy getting together every week, for one thing. And like I said before, the food's good. It's kind of turned into dinner for us on Tuesday nights.
When we came to Northwest Christian Church, it seemed like we struggled to feel like we were plugged in or a part of the church here, and it wasn't until we became a part of a small group where we really felt connected, not only to the people here, but to the to the church itself.
At Wednesday evening practice, sometimes there have been evenings where we really didn't even practice for worship because there have been needs among our members, whether it's a family member who's in crisis or a member with an illness or a job crisis, family crisis or whatever. And we've gotten together and we've talked about it and we've shared, prayed together.
If I can go just theological just for a minute here, when you think about Jesus's commands, half of them had to do with loving God, half of them had to do with loving others. And so loving others, I think one of the great ways to do that is in a group setting, where you learn to love each other despite differences and rejoice in your commonalities, but you learn to love people in a group setting, and you learn to live out Jesus' commands in that way.
I highly recommend that people get plugged in with a small group.
Once you get plugged in, you're never alone. You've always got people to support you through whatever you're going through.
I think it's important to be, if it's not part of a small group, part of a group of people that's not as large as the church, so that way you can grow closer and have a more personal relationship with people, so you can build a higher level of trust, so you can have someone keep you accountable.
And also just being able to live life with a group of people every week is a great thing, and to have it on our schedule and catching up with all of them and seeing how that works.
You got to get in a group.